So today with me I have our second, third place decider participant. It's Paladin from Scotland. Hi, Paladin.
Hello, good to be here.
Welcome. Could you give a short introduction, who you are, how long you've been playing KoF and so on, so people get to know you a bit better?
Sure. I am go by Paladin. I'm a player from Glasgow in Scotland. I've been playing KoF a long time. I think I started probably around 2006, 2007 playing 98 in GGPO, so I've been at it for a long time. Mainly was a KoF 13 player in the Glasgow community for most of my time, but I play and enjoy all the KoFs, which is why I'm here and have entered every KoF that I can in this league and will continue to do so. So been here a while.
Yeah, you've been actually around longer than me. I started so 2010, so you're very, very old school.
It's a very long time now.
Have you always been playing this team? You play Leona, King, and Kyo? Has that always been your main team?
Sort of. The characters I played originally was Kyo and Leona, and more or less I play them in every game. The third character changes. In 13, for example, it was Cloriori, King. It could be various characters depending on how I felt. But King has kind of stuck around as the third one in quite a few games at the moment. And that's what my go-to team across games, what I'm most comfortable with. So I have stuck with it, and it was purely just characters that I thought Kyo and Leona seemed like cool characters, so I learned on them, and I've really just stuck with them since.
Okay, yeah, you've also been playing in Challenge League KoF 2002 UM, and you've actually been using the same characters there. So, did this help playing both KoF games? Could you, stay warmed up for other matches?
Yeah, it does help in a way. I think playing a lot of KoF games is quite good for things like, your kind of awareness of the match and kind of general experience and that kind of soft skill side of it. When it can get a bit tricky is dealing with a particular game's, the nonsense a particular game might have, or really specific character interactions or answers. So I think you'll see possibly today, certainly in some of my previous games, is if I come across a strange character or a character that requires a really specific answer that someone really experienced in a particular game would know, but a generalist might not, it can sometimes be an issue there. But there's obviously a lot to be said for having a broader range of experience across the games as well. So, ups and downs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess the good thing about your team is your characters are pretty much identical or play very similarly in both games, while other characters, for example, Orochi Yashiro, is kind of bad in 2002 UM, but is really strong in 98 UMFE. So I guess it's good because you kind of do the same combos. You have pretty much the same playstyle, right?
Yeah, it's true. An advantage of that particular team as well is it's quite flexible in terms of order usually. They tend, not always, but they tend not to be locks on a certain position, so it's quite good. If you are like me and you tend to play the same characters in every game, you can switch them about if you need to for matchups, and that has really helped me in previous matches in this league so far, and I expect I'll probably be doing the same in my match against Mantis if things start to go sour.
Yeah, you probably saw the other semifinal, which characters he plays. What do you think about the character matchup and kind of the play style matchup, I would say?
Well, I think there's not any matchups I'm overly concerned about. Takuma, I think, is definitely the big threat in that team. partially because a bit like me, I think Mantis seems most comfortable taking a kind of wait and see approach in a way in certain matchups and hanging back and punishing bad approaches and so on. And Takuma of his team, I think, is particularly good at that. And if he catches you with a Tatsu or a particularly good read on a fireball or jump in, it can lead to a lot of damage very quickly and close out the game. In terms of individual matchups, I don't think any of my characters are particularly poor. EX King Takuma's probably better for EX King, assuming I don't make any catastrophic mistakes and eat a super. So I'm not too concerned about matchups. Leona has been good in the tournament so far, or the league so far, being put at the front, and seems quite good at both building meter and momentum. And in my previous game with Mantis, he seemed to struggle a bit with that, and in a way froze up when Leona managed to push him into a corner, and he became very open to throws and instant overheads and so on. So that'll be my go-to probably. But if that doesn't work, I may adjust the order and try to feel out what may work based on what he's playing and how he's approaching it.
But when you were playing me, you also switched up the versions, so maybe that's also one thing that we may see from you again.
Yeah, that's a very specific one. I'll do that if with King, I really want a meterless reversal, or with Kyo, I feel like I am not making good use of his super, I'm not landing it enough, and the Rekka isn't useful. So in matches where I think Kyo's getting really beat out on range, be that by fireballs or normals, I might opt to give up the Rekka for a fireball, but we'll see. I usually only do that if it's really not working, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's the Kyo mirror again. I mean, you played before. You took it 5-4 in groups. You're both playing Kyo, which is kind of rare in this game. Mm-hmm. So, what do you think? What score do you expect?
I think it will be close again. I think Mantis. The way I think a big difference between both of us is I've spoken to Mantis before about our matches and so on, and he strikes me as the kind of person who, if he loses a game or if things don't turn out favourably in matchups and so on, he will go away and he will lab that matchup. He will see how to punish that super that he failed to punish, and he will get that down. Whereas I and it's definitely a bad thing. I'm a bit more happy to kind of learn by experience through making mistakes in games, and are less ready to jump into training mode and work it all out. So I expect he will let me away with a lot less random surprise roses. I think he'll probably have a much stronger punish game than he did, and I think he'll be less likely to be caught off guard by a Leona that's got in his face suddenly, and so it may be a difficult one for me. I don't think it'll be a steamroll by any means.
So you're the same opinion as he is. He also told me, it's gonna be a close one again. So
yeah, hopefully an entertaining one. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing you both play, and I wish you good luck and have fun. And maybe you will take third place.
Yep, let's hope so. Thank you very much.